You are now listening to the #1 podcast in Sabah.
Anda sedang mendengar Kinabalu Podcast.
I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one to stop me. Praise be to Allah.
Coming to you live from Sabah. This is Kinabalu Podcast.
Iya, podcast ini dibawakan khas kepada anda oleh Johan, orang Kota Marudu tinggal Jepun.
Apa ni? Follow Johan's journey mempromosikan Aomori Japan di YouTube.
Ya, dan subscribe, like dan juga share channel Lagu Dari Langit di YouTube dan cari pencarian playlist orang Kota Marudu tinggal Jepun dan kenali Aomori bersama Johan di sana.
Wow.
Sangat wow.
So follow juga kami punya socials, TikTok, Facebook
Ya.
dan juga Instagram. Especially our TikTok lah, banyak konten yang baik-baik untuk kamu. Dan juga layari www.kinabalupodcast.com hari ini.
Pangkis Hoi.
3 lelaki 2 bapa 1 bujang. Podcast pertama paling di tiada kurang.
Di sama nombor 1 yang lain boleh pulang. Info terkini tajuk best paling mana. Si Kado botak janggut lebat tiada lawan. Kenny ketawa boleh sampai pecah syawak. Si Faizal pula bagi pancaan lipat awak.
Kami training, kami ranking, jom jadi kawan. Dan yang dekat mari sini jangan jauh. Volume kasih up, kasih gempa baru jago.
Jokes kami cool, lawak masuk cool. Kadang kami carut sama macam 3 Abdul. Come on everybody, let's move to the beat. Crack the volume up, dengar podcast tidak stupid. Jangan jauh, mari kami bau. Ciao, bella ciao, ciao, bella ciao.
Ya, selamat kembali ke podcast nombor 1 di Sabah. Saya Ricardo.
Saya Kenny.
Ya, Kinabalu Podcast. Di part yang ketiga ini kami season 9, episode yang ke-11 ya kan? 11 kami mau cerita sikit apa yang berlaku di last episode, special episode kita bersama dengan Syed Saddiq. I was actually very amazed by the apa orang bilang by their thinking.
Same here. And
Yeah.
and cara Syed Saddiq, I know I keep on saying Syed Saddiq ni hebat. But, you know, he in person he's a very
He is the walking Wikipedia.
and he loves it when we say that.
And he's very humble, man.
He's very humble. Seriously.
And also YB Amira as well.
Yeah.
You know, at the age of 20 something ish,
Yeah.
and they are making it, man.
Yeah, and I would like to add, Syed Saddiq, being Syed Saddiq, he's you know awesome personality, handsome. I would like to add our calon Syarizal or Ical, nama macam nama comel dia, nama panggilan dia. He's a very awesome personality as well.
Betul.
Tapi YB Amira cute lah dia.
Yeah. She is very knowledgeable juga, and dia macam very right person to macam
Same pula.
kau pun cute juga gitu kan?
Saya pun cute.
I mean dia very she has the personality of representing the women's. Kalau saya what I can see. I mean the age of Rafida Aziz dulu pun started begitu juga. Zeti dulu last time pun
Grassroots juga kan.
Yeah, they started young and they made it last time juga.
True.
And that was the era where I think kita very, very good political, kita sangat bagus. Kita punya industry of parliamentary good that time. And kita, I think that time yang kita punya ekonomi was very well. Kita dikenali di seluruh dunia. Kita ada Petronas Twin Tower, kita ada Sepang, F1 started, kita ada the Le Tour, the Langkawi started.
And it feels like we are heading the right way.
Yeah, that time kita QPAC punya host, we handle so many international punya yang program events and everything.
Hosting them.
And during the time juga our sports pun naik apa semua, zaman Thomas Cup and everything.
Commonwealth, don't forget Commonwealth back then. Wow.
So bagi saya kan macam that was okay. I like that moment. Masa tu Mahathir Perdana Menteri dia pindahkan the pusat daripada tengah-tengah KL tu pindah pergi Putrajaya, and everybody the administration punya office semua di sana.
Yeah.
Jadi tidaklah sesak, which is the right choice yang he made. And also dia Proton kereta pertama Malaysia dia buat, you know.
True that.
I think that time kita grew up to that time, to the era yang sangat kita sangat bagus bagi saya lah.
They say it's the golden age, the golden modern age of Malaysia.
Yes. And then after that, slowly decreased and going to very I have to say corrupt juga, because ada yang sudah kena jail juga pun kan, macam Datuk Seri Najib and everything.
Yeah.
And
But we can't discount the fact that macam I personally feel masa apa ni Datuk Seri Najib punya time pun I do feel there are some, not some lah, there are many improvement which I tidak dapat list down semua juga. Tidaklah sebanyak Tun Mahathir. Tapi he brought about quite a lot of changes as well.
Yeah, betul.
Aside from all those corruption, kleptocracy stuff lah. Yeah.
I do agree juga. Yet ada juga yang disagree, kenapa dia buat begini, nanti lari budget. Tapi tapi yes, semua Perdana Menteri ada buat yang bagus lah. And masa dia implement satu Malaysia tu, actually it is really dia menjadi
actually. But just itulah di belakang dia ada something lah.
Well, one everybody when shit and everything itu malas mau cakap lah. It's been debated for so many times, been bantered so many times. So we just don't want to talk about it. But what I'm saying, yang during the time I feel so, rasa raya pun rasa yang sangat bagus, ekonomi kita bagus, kita tidak terasa macam oppressed ataupun by the economy punya things going on that time. Saya rasa I miss that age, and I macam saya cakap lah, dia sangat optimis with this. One day we'll be back there. Back to the era again, like that, the golden age of moderns of Malaysia, in terms of everything lah.
It doesn't feel third world, even though orang bilang kita ni third world and all that. It doesn't feel third world. Macam masa tu kan, seriously, I read about it. Macam masa tu, I was 14. I was reading about it. We are third world lah. We kind of feel like we are first world though. Macam yang betul-betul maju ni.
Betul.
Or maybe masa tu saya cetek lah Tuan.
No, we all get that back then. It was okay. It was okay. We'll talk. You know things are not really good in your country kalau kau start need to pay telur punya kotak. When that happen memang. And then bila kau beli 1 meal ataupun yang macam 2 meal yang Food Panda, tapi it cost you about 40 ringgit.
True that.
That's something lah sudah. When we are having very economy crash yang sangat teruk lah.
Mau gitu. Cari gula tiada.
And of course kalau mau ada stable punya economy, meaning to say the politik kita kena stabil juga. Betul.
No power play, power push and pull and all that. I don't know lah.
I mean the policy making also problem. Tiada orang mau dapatkan jawapan kepada isu-isu dan permasalahan masyarakat setempat bah.
Betul.
Jadi sebab bila adanya politik yang stabil, bermakna semua akan slowly will get into stability yang sangat bagus.
Because the focus is not more on macam stabilkan politik sudah. Politik sudah stabil. You're more on to focusing on the development sudah.
So any ministries, department, dorang pandai-pandai sudah akan, they will do their best lah. To their ability to dengar masalah rakyat. Okay, gini tiada stadium, mesti kena buat stadium. Semua banyak orang berbakat di sini. Di sini banyak orang yang very good with content creating, tapi ada masalah internet dan sebagainya. You need to champion the issue of apa ni orang bilang pencawang dan sebagainya. Dan I think kalau kita ada politik yang stable, kita boleh dapat ekonomi yang lebih bagus lagi. Dan kita boleh ada freedom to talk juga, at least to share our opinion. Doesn't mean kita pembangkang kalau kita share kita punya opinion.
That's true.
Because demokrasi yang sebenarnya adalah apabila kau mendengar suara rakyat. Apabila kau share dan diorang mau dengar dan tidak terus menghantam dan bagi red flag dan bagi itu permit pula. Bagi kau surat hijau lah, apa itu inilah, surat kuning, surat pink lah, whatever lah. Terus kau macam mau saman lah apa semua. Relax, chill, dengar. And if it's correct, then meaning to say you got something to do. You got homework, more homework to do.
More ulang kaji for you.
So bukan semua orang yang macam special yang berani to share ni, actually kosong-kosong juga mau kasih share the problems.
True. Because if when we start to share sudah, meaning kan something is it's boiling, it's
Betul.
boiling and it's pouring out. Kalau macam You know, I'll continue using the analogy of water boiling lepas tu dia pour out kan. Diorang ni pula quote unquote, diorang ni the high ups, diorang mau tutup that, you know, dia tutup it, you know, close it to avoid the water from boiling out. You're actually going to make the whole thing explode. Because
even worse.
Yeah, and because we, the rakyat, will definitely, you know, not going to let you go.
Yeah.
If you're not going to solve the problem. Like the case with Cikgu Fadli lah.
Yeah. And I agree to Fahmi Reza lah. Dia bilang diorang ni kita yang bos, diorang bukan bos, you know. I agree to that, man. Betul dia cakap, kalau diorang tak buat kerja, we sack them. Don't vote for them. Because apa yang berlaku sekarang kan macam banyak yang kecil hati dengan baguslah kita payah anulah, because kamu lasas kamu buat kamu punya begini-begini sendiri. Well, things yang we need to know is bila kau vote satu parti doesn't mean the party will run the whole Malaysia. Kalau dia menang, apabila dia tidak dapat majority, ini perlu coalition, perlu bergabung untuk dapatkan majority. Dan dengan ada majority adalah check and balance dia. Bila ada pembangkang adalah yang menegur itu ini. Biasalah tu.
Here's the thing with Malaysia punya politics. Our politics, our punya democracy system is actually one of a kind.
Okay.
So which is why when you see on the news kan, kita ada banyak penganalisis lah from the West, from Singapore, from Nusantara as well. They are very interested in Malaysian politics. And there's a reason why. The atmosphere, the atmosphere of our politics here in Malaysia is special in a way that we are not just voting for two parties.
Okay.
We are voting for multiple parties will be in there to vote.
Yeah.
So kalau macam dulu simple lah kan, like PRU maybe 10, 9 gitu kan. Dia macam BN and then someone else. So pilih, senang dapat simple majority. It is not as easy as back then. Now we have lots of parties dan terpaksa lah kita perlu vote for the right one, and then, you know, hope for the best that party will form a coalition with someone that they can vibe with
and can work on strategy to make sure Malaysia in a very good direction lah. And go on a common ground gitulah, reach a common ground gitu kan. And we are hoping for the best lah. Now betul-betul macam yang kenapa belum lagi sudah 3 hari sudah ni, and also 4 hari lah masuk besok. 5 kalau masuk besok, because Ahad sepatutnya sudah ada. Saturday malam sepatutnya ada kalau ada majority.
True.
So Ahad, Isnin, Selasa, Rabu and Kamis, besok Kamis is meaning to say it should be 5 hari sudah.
Itulah.
And for me, apabila raja sudah mau bersidang dan mau berbincang dan sebagainya, wah itu something very serious sudah.
Sampai peringkat begitu.
Sampai peringkat begitu sekali untuk membentuk kerajaan.
Kita mau involve.
Sedangkan the system need to run. Everything need to be fixed and need to manage. The whole country is on gantung-gantung right now. Even though I don't know what happened right now. The normal system, yes, of course bergerak macam biasa, tapi you know the implementer, you know, the decision maker, need to be there, need to crown, need to be on the apa ni, need to sit there. Apa nama panggil ni?
The seats.
Sial lah. Apa tempat duduk raja ni?
The throne.
The throne, need to be fill in, and ada orang yang akan orang bilang kalau dalam hierarchy ni kau akan jumpa kau punya boss untuk tanya, you know, reference and everything untuk decision making lah senang lah, kamu faham sudah tu.
True that.
Dan jangan biarkan dia gantung-gantung ini. Mungkin different coalition, different kind of agendas, different kind of approach
style,
different kind of approach, different kind of program that we're going to have, different kind of vibrance ataupun different kind of color yang we're going to have in our future in the next 5 years. So
more efficient,
probably more not, ataupun mungkin orang akan riot. We don't know. People akan memberontak atau tidak. We don't know.
Never try, never know. What?
Well, whoever are you guys yang going to run the Malaysia, please make sure that yang we are on the right track, dalam direction kita menjadi Malaysia yang lebih bagus lah.
Should that.
Itu ayat aku.
Yeah. May I add?
Yes, please.
This is something out of politics lah.
Okay.
Macam recently when we look at our beloved Agong,
okay,
in the limelight.
Okay.
I love him so much. I mean, he's such a down to earth person. He'll drive himself to somewhere. Sometimes he'll macam a few days ago, all the media's outside the palace kan. Dia sendiri turun yo.
Dia berhenti je, dia mau jalan saya di atas tanah.
Ya,
dia terus pergi.
Lumpur pak. Tuanku ada lumpur. Jalan ya. Ini dia tanya lagi, kamu sudah makan ke tidak? You want nasi or not? Dia layan doh.
Dia kira dipanggil menyantuni.
Ya, okay.
Menyantuni. So dia turun dan dia tiada kemah, dia ada kadar kemah, ada meja and everything, ada platform, and dia bagi makan every 3 hours. Dia bilang makanan sampai sana.
Wah, so nice. Such a nice person.
Yeah. Well,
the permaisuri as well. Wow.
Yeah.
Yang saya ingat yang masa Merdeka tuh. Minnie loves you.
She's very cool. Dia
cool,
ada dia kadang-kadang buat live, on Facebook. People terus tengok apa semua. Dia suka masak-masak. She is very humble, dan kadang-kadang orang biasa dia jemput pergi ke istana kalau dia rasa macam mereka fashion kayak yang dia rasa walaupun tidak berapa tapi cantik, dia panggil. Decorate dia punya rumah ke ataupun dan sebagainya lah. Masak-masak dia pun dia cari kuali, macam biasa dia. She like to cook. She likes cooking. And
so nice lah.
Yeah, kita punya Agong actually previously dia masa dia pegang, dia masih sultan lagi di Pahang. Dia Pahang kan. Dia pernah pegang presiden FM juga dulu. So during the time pun we were okay during that time juga. And he likes football very much. Kita punya Agong. And that's why dia sempat ditanyakan, dia bilang ada macam mana World Cup, dah tengok World Cup lah, ada tanya kan.
Which is why saya sakit hati lah when recently. When people are so bingit.
Who's the name again? Shout out.
Shout out. You guys go and find out lah. It's on the net. It's on social media. Check it out. I wouldn't want to.
Can I be racist? Chinese tu yang buat apa? Racist
lah.
No lah. I mean, it can be anyone, man.
It could be anyone. It could be some person, putting up someone's name gitu. But itulah saya rasa macam no, it's not the Agong's fault. The whole thing turns out like this. In fact, it's a criminal offence to insult the royalty.
Memang diaktakan. Kau baca lah kita mikrar.
So don't anyhow Chinese. You guys don't anyhow post stupid things on social media when it comes to the royalty. I'm not saying because like saya pengampu ke apa. No, it's our constitution.
And their rights. Raja also got rights, because kenapa raja ni perlu disembah, ataupun bukan sembah sebagai Tuhan ataupun sebagainya lah, tapi perlu dihormati because kita ni berperlembagaan. You guys need to know, kita punya sistem ni sistem beraja. Dan kalau kamu balik kepada sejarah-sejarah lama pun, diorang ni memang raja betul-betul. Raja betul-betul, dan darah diorang adalah darah keturunan diraja. So tidak kira dari mana diorang, mungkin dari Palembang ke, daripada Johor ke, ataupun daripada Temasek ke, wherever it is. Diorang memang keturunan diraja dan turun-temurun diorang mewarisinya. Dan di Malaysia ini dia berpusing-pusing yang akan menjadi Agong daripada kesultanan mereka masing-masing yang ada lah.
Betul.
Tolak Melaka, tolak Sabah yang tidak ada sultan lah.
So check out Wikipedia. You want to really know about the royalty, royal punya lineage.
And also why kita hormat memang diorang keturunan diraja. Keduanya, kalau kau tidak hormat sudah orang, macam mana kita mau ada sistem yang bagus di Malaysia? Betul. It is something you need to follow. It's like macam kau pakai uniform di sekolah. Kenapa orang Amerika tidak pakai uniform sekolah? Well, diorang punya sistem dan undang-undang begitu. Follow lah diorang. Kalau di sini pakai begitu, pakailah. Sebab di sini it is still very uncontrollable. Kalau kau kasih free hair, budak lelaki panjang rambut apa semua, we can control that. That's why di sini masih lagi guna sistem macam perlu pakai uniform, nampak segak bergaya di perhimpunan. Dan di sana dia punya musim ada 4. Dia orang terpaksa lah bertukar-tukar baju panas pula kalau time sejuk.
Betul.
Pakai jaket dan pakai topi apa semua. Apabila kita di sini,
kita ada 2 musim.
Musim panas
dan hujan.
So begitulah ceritanya. Janganlah anda suka ini sistem beraja itu dan ini dan sukalah republik dan sebagainya. Kamu should be lucky. Sepatut berasa sangatlah bersyukur kerana lahir di Malaysia ni yang sangat bagi aku kira tak macam yang lain yang lebih susah bah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, you can live freely here, you know.
Betul.
Dia tidaklah se-free macam America, and I think the freedom there, not to say objectify anything like you said kan, it's overrated there.
Betul.
You know, it's like here kan, you're free to do anything. I mean, I'm comfortable with it. I think you should be, and you should be grateful.
Yeah, I mean it's freedom, too much of freedom to talk juga. Bila kau freedom to talk jadilah macam yang ini cakap kita pasal lagu kita ni. So sana sudah sampai begitu. They whack everybody and you cannot do anything about it.
Yeah,
there's no act because it's freedom to speech.
It's true.
Yeah,
and remember we have Akta Hasutan, and that one bukan saja kita yang ada, tapi di England
pun ada.
Great Britain memang ada. Kita pinjam dari sana.
Yeah. Sana pun ada sistem diraja. Dorang di sana kita follow juga. Bukan follow sebenarnya, kita memang beraja dari dulu pun. Just that the system kita probably copy sikit sistem dia, kita parliamentary dia kita follow. We took the Westminster parliamentary system. Westminster Abbey. Abbey Road Studio. The Beatles.
That is the name actually. Memang.
Well, banyak kami cerita politik 3 part ni. Kami minta maaf tapi it is the still going on. At the same time FIFA is going on as well. I mean the World Cup is going on as well juga. Jangan lupa undi Belgium. Brazil also very good now because ada banyak main MU juga sana. And England went well juga last night. And I think
6-2.
I mean kamu do whatever you like to do, man. Wait until we have our own PM, and also saya mau kasih tahu kamu lah, siapapun PM kita, kita mesti reply.
Sialan. Jangan PM tapi reply. And at the same time, if kalau macam ada yang kami salah, fakta ke apakah, I would like to apologize lah. Disclaimer lah. I mean, this is our understanding of politics. It might be wrong. It's ongoing. And knowledge is ongoing.
Kalau kita salah, berbetulkan. Diam kami. Kalau kami betul, kita ambil yang baik. Yang tidak, kita buang. Yang baik, kita ambil lah. Begitulah ceritanya.
Perbaiki lah.
Tapi kalau kamu perbaiki, kamu punya informasi tentang Jepun, ketahui tentang Aomori lah juga.
Betul.
Aomori sangat cantik. Dan podcast kami ini dijajah oleh Johan, orang Kota Madu tinggal Jepun.
So follow lah Johan punya journey mempromosikan Aomori Jepun. Dan check out apa tu mau di check out? Kita
check out lah kita punya playlist di sana, channel Lagu Dari Langit. Cari sana playlist Orang Kota Madu Tinggal Jepun dan kenali Johan serta Aomori bersama dengan dia.
Betul. Dan juga check out juga Content USA yang sekarang ni tengah trending, yang dia buat di NTS. Dan juga there'll be more episodes to come from Johan. And at the same time check out kami punya TikTok. Kami trending di TikTok. Check it out. If you don't check it out, memang kau, saya tidak mau cakap apa-apa lah. Check out our Facebook and Instagram as well. Kami ada juga di www.kinabalupodcast.com.
Dan sampai di sini saya Ricardo.
Saya Kenny.
Kami dari Kinabalu Podcast, the number one podcast in Sabah. Ciao, 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 bella, ciao.
Oh iya, saya Raja Razi dari OK Let's Go Singapore. Korang sedang mendengar Kinabalu Podcast, podcast nombor 1 di Sabah.